number 11 is kind of tricky because of that negative sign out in front and because we have two x's here. So the negative out in front, you can choose to give it to the top or the bottom. You can't give it to both because then the negatives would cancel out and it would become positive. If you do give it to the denominator, you need to distribute it to both the x and the minus 1 because there's an implied parentheses around the denominator. So to avoid all that confusion, I always just give it to the side that has just one term, or just the top here in this case. So it's just calling it a negative 2x. So then we're ready to swap. So it's going to be x is equal to negative 2y over y minus 1. And then I want to get this to the main level. So I don't want to have a fraction here. So I want to multiply both sides by y minus 1. And I do that because this will cross it off there. And this will leave me with x times y minus 1, and this is negative 2y. So then if I distribute the x, it's going to be like this. And now I'm trying to get y by itself. So I have y terms on both sides of the equation, and that's not going to help. So my step here is the terms with y, I want to be on one side, and the terms that don't have y, I want them to be on the other side. So terms with y on one side, and everybody else on the other. So I have, again, I'm just going to rewrite what I had. So if I add 2y to both sides, and if I add x to both sides, so I'm moving the negative 2y to the left, and I'm moving the negative x to the right, then this will be xy plus 2y is equal to x. So I've moved this one over here, and I've moved this one over here. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because if you're solving for y, it's not good if you see it listed twice, and it was even worse when it was listed once on one side and once on the other side. So now that they're on the same side, my step is actually going to be to factor this as a GCF. Because whenever you factor GCF, you just write it once off to the side. And that solves our problem of seeing y more than once, because now we only see it once. And then our last step is going to be to move the x plus 2 to the other side. So if I divide both sides by x plus 2, so y is equal to x over x plus 2, or the inverse is equal to x over x plus 2. And that'll be our final answer.